Today we are going to talk about the Corvette Zr1, which is not only an American-made sports car, but it is an American Hulk with a V8 engine on its back, destroying anything and everything which comes in its way. So first things first, let's talk about the looks, and as a metathesophobic person, I would say C7 was better. Moving forward to the engine part, C7 was a front-engined sports car, but with the C8, Corvette decides to go mid-engine for the better weight balancing. So this Corvette Zr1 has LT7 5.5-liter V8 engine, which has bigger combustion chambers, rebalanced crankshaft, and two turbos in it, which allows Corvette Zr1 to produce over 1064 horsepower and 828 pound-feet of torque, with the red light coming at 8000 rpm. And if you guys are not able to process this information rightly, let me give you a reference point. So both Ferrari SF90 and a Lamborghini Revuelto produces over 1000 horsepower, but they are able to do so with the help of a hybrid powertrain. That means they have three electric motors to help the stock engine to reach the horsepower well above 1000 horsepower. But in the case of Corvette Zr1, it's quite different. Only a single V8 engine is able to produce over 1000 horsepower. So let's see how it is able to do that. So if you want to increase the horsepower in your car, there are only certain number of ways you can do it. First is obviously you get a bigger engine. But if you want to extract more power from the same engine, then there is only one way to do it. That is, you have to increase the amount of air in the combustion chamber, which will improve the compression ratio. So improving compression ratio means burning fuel more efficiently, which will result to the increase of force or the torque. So the Corvette team did that. They updated the cylinder heads and the combustion chambers to increase the compression ratio. But it was not enough to reach the hallmark of 1000 horsepower. So what they did was they added the two biggest turbos to be installed in a production car ever to reach the hallmark of the 4 numbers horsepower with the single V8 engine only. As it is a rear-wheel drive car, all the force generated by the engine comes down to those two rear tires, and handling that much amount of force is not an easy task. And we have seen it with the Dodge Challengers, especially with the Hellcats and the Demons. They can have all the horsepower in the world and still can be beaten on a drag strip by a BMW. However, in the case of Corvette Zr1, the story is quite different. With the engine placed in the middle, Michelin Cup 2Rs on the road, and the big wing at the back, the Corvette manages to stay on the road very well. Eventually, as a result of this, the Corvette Zr1 can go from 0 to 100 in a 2.2 seconds, covering a quarter mile in 9.6 seconds, and can achieve a top speed of 375 km per hour. Again, giving you guys a reference point for better understanding, both the Ferrari SF90 and the Lamborghini Revuelto had completed a quarter mile in 9.5 seconds and 9.4 seconds respectively. But on the contrary, the Corvette Zr1 without any all-wheel drive system completed the quarter mile in 9.6 seconds with the traction control and the Cup 2 tires only. The Corvette Zr1 comes in two models, 1LZ and 3LZ. Both have their coupe and convertible versions. The interior of the car has 14-speaker Bose surround system, heated and ventilated seats, leather-wrapped steering wheel, carbon fiber trim, and the pedal shifters. HD front and rear camera, leather-wrapped instrument panel, door trim, and the console. Coming to the conclusion. When I came to the Canada, I used to see a lot of C6 and C7 Corvettes moving around the town, and I used to think why people buy Corvettes so much. But now in 2025, I know why people love Corvettes so much. The price at which Corvette Zr1 is launched is less than the half price of the SF90 and the Lamborghini Revuelto, making it more value for money for the people. So this was it for the today's video. Thank you and bye bye.